Hail Pandawans! Hail, hail, hail. So we're back with another video. This is getting kind of crazy. Two videos in like, what was that, 2 weeks? Woo! It's like I'm a grown up or something. So with this video, this is the heat miser as promised, right? And in the last video, we did the video for the snow miser. I blathered on forever about it. So if you want to know more about heat miser, go check out the previous snow miser video if you have not seen that yet. So yeah, I was reading through the comments and all that, and I actually read all the comments that everyone writes. So yeah, please leave comments and all that. And one of our Pandawan asked me a few questions, so I figure I'd spend some time on them since I've already talked about all the origins of heat miser in the previous one, and these questions are ones that I get asked quite a bit. So maybe some of you might also have these questions. So the question was, there was a few of them. First one, what is the breakdown of a standard day for me? So I'll do that one into a weekday and a weekend. So the basic day for me starts at 5:30 a.m. Yes, I know. I hear all the artists and probably normal people too going, "Oh my God, oh." Yeah, but for me, waking up that early is the key to creation. The key, because it gets you up ahead of the day. You get a head start on the day. No problems in the day have happened. You're up early, right? Other people are snoring and snoozing and drooling and dreaming. Meanwhile, I'm up creating and doing. Yes, no cozy dreaming for me. Crom laughs at you dreaming. Get up and work. Yeah, so I get up really early, and then I get to draw for probably about, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours before my normal day job starts. Of course, I'll shower, and less often than not, I'll try to work out, and I won't do it. But I'm getting better at that. But it's tough because I'm having fun drawing when I should be getting my chubby butt up and running some laps or something. Yeah, so basically, I'll get to work on a lot of my own projects before my normal workday starts. And I have a, standard workday. I work around, 8 hours, sometimes, a little more. Sometimes if I don't take a lunch, I'll be able to, clock out a little earlier. And then after the day job, I'll, yeah, sometimes work for another hour or two. Most of the time it's after work, I'll do some cooking and spend some time with those strangers that live with me, the family. Hang out with the boys, stuff like that. And then I'm in bed by 9 or 9:30, and usually I'll watch like a Seinfeld, or whatever is the latest thing that everyone's saying is awesome. I'll watch a half hour of that, and then I'm kind of done. Go to bed early. Yeah. What was that our once great president said, Benjamin Franklin? Early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and shamwise. And I know Ben Franklin wasn't our president. I'm just messing around. So that's like a standard day. The second question was, do you take weekends off? Simple answer to that is hell no. You know, Weekends are worse, in fact, because there's no day job during the day, and I just work straight through on my own personal projects. I kind of live a life where there are no days off. I don't take days off. I don't. I mean, why? I'm drawing. It's something that I love the most in the world. Why would I take a day off from that? I wake up again at 5:30, and sometimes, if I'm up later the night before, it's I'll sleep until 6:30. But it's funny because as soon as the sun starts setting and it gets nighttime, I'm like a bird. As soon as it gets dark, I start getting ready for bed. And it's been like that. I know the wake up early is difficult for people, but I didn't choose that. It sort of happened to me. I had we were doing, for work, we had like a European press tour for StarCraft. And now that sounds fancy and all, but it's anything but fancy and fun. It's brutal. It was basically, I think we did it in, geez, 5 days, 6 days, and it was like 5 stops, 1 stop in Russia, 2 stops in Germany, one in Sweden, one in Netherlands, right? That was the final one. But basically, we would do we'd fly in the night before, wake up, do the presentation, and the press stuff, answer questions, and then it was to the airport and fly to the next place and eat some dinner and go to bed. Like it was tough. So it's like, yeah, it sounds sounds glamorous, doesn't it? Um, no, but yeah, going back to I think the waking early for artists is a curse to artists, but I've found that it's made me the most productive, you know, in my entire life. I can get a start on the day and just get things moving. And then if something happens during the day, like what I have to work more, or say something happens, someone gets sick, or there's, just errands and stuff in the way, you already got your work done, so you're good. Let's see. Last question was, how do you find time to learn new drawing techniques? And I think that kind of the simplest answer would be like, watching other artists on YouTube, or checking out, sites like ArtStation. It used to be going to the movies, but now all movies look like the same to me. Some stand out, like Spider-Verse stuff, you get some really cool different styles, but all the movies today now are just big, beautiful, and unfortunately forgettable sometimes because they all look the same. And I don't really look for new drawing techniques. I like drawing how I draw. It's cool to see these, different styles people are doing. And, sometimes just for fun, I'll go, oh, that's a cool, like say like the Samurai Jack style, or, just different styles. Like I'll try that style. And then at the end of it, I look at it and I go, okay, it looks like that style, their style. And I don't like it as much as if I would have just done it in my style. I think the key is to kind of maybe blend some things where it feels like it's an homage to the other style, but still have mine. So kind of like what we're seeing here, like this Heat Miser is the Heat Miser, but it's not exactly like the one the Rankin Bass guys did. It's a little bit, fatter and angrier and all that. And look at those hands. Those hands are awful. But I did this really quick. I didn't want to spend a lot of time, you know, trying to nuance the hands into the best perfect pose. If it was for like a real, like a work assignment or for one of my own personal projects, I would have spent more time. But for now, it's just for fun. Not everything has to be perfect. Not everything it has to last forever or be archival. This was fun. I spent an hour drawing this and it was super fun. And now I'm spending another, 10 or so minutes doing the VO voiceover for it. And it's just a fun little thing. And it's a nice way to kind of share the art with people out there who would care to even want to see it. Yeah, so I don't try to, I had mentioned earlier in some other videos, I don't really like doing like fan art, even though these last, I think 3 now have been fan art. um, but in general, I like working on my own stuff. I like working on my own creations. Um, yeah, I think my style is unique enough, I think too, that it stands out from a lot of other people's work out there. Like I said, a lot of the movies now, it's kind of hard to tell one movie from the other by just looking at a beautiful still. And it's like beautiful and yeah, it's forgettable though, unfortunately. You know, I, yeah, no one, I don't think many people have confused like my art style with like other people's art style. But I mean, with the exception of, I've had people walk by and say, "Oh my God, someone definitely likes Warcraft," or "Oh, look at that, someone likes StarCraft," and being confused with that stuff is is fine by me. So yeah, so if you have any ideas for maybe some other Christmas themed little tributes here, put them in the comments below. If you have any questions, about art stuff and things like that, go ahead and yeah, put them down. And if they resonate with me, maybe I'll be able to answer your questions in the next video. So, all right, Pandawans, that's it for today. So until next time, remember to practice your ABCs. Always be creating. Cheers and beers, all. Bye.